that I've been given is Besawak. It's a bush creek for thunder. It refers to the thunder beams that come in just before the healing rainstorms. My ancestry, my family's from the Beaver Lake Cree Nation in northeastern Alberta. It's about 2.5 hours northeast of Edmonton, maybe 2 hours south of Fort McMurray. But I grew up in Toronto. I grew up as a pretty urban Indigenous young person. Lived there for around 18 years, and I've called London here my home for the past 5 years or so. I have an honors BSc in medical anthropology from the University of Toronto, and I've been doing work in and around that discipline, since I graduated in 2010. But then I realized after some time that, there was more to me than just understanding health and wellness from that very scientific sort of didactic lens. When I finished my first go-around in education in an institutional sense, I found that there was something missing. There was a part of me that wasn't embodied in that experience, that didn't reflect who it is that I was. I realized that there was something significantly missing, and I was able to find that through sitting with elders and doing things in my community with ceremony. I just finished 4 years in Sundance in Henby Inlet at the Rattle Child Sundance family. That experience for me has really put me onto understanding why it is that I'm here, my passions, my purpose. And since then, I'm just finishing up a second degree here at Western University, actually in music, because I've always been a musician. I've always worked on my artistic self, be it in hand drumming or with guitar or with keyboard or with music production. But I chose to put that on the shelf in order to pursue something that society was telling me that I needed, which was a science degree. And it isn't to say that one isn't relevant. Of course, science is, and of course arts is. It's for me finding that place in both of those has been this journey that's taken me to this point that I truly wouldn't have realized if I didn't know who it is that I was, and getting to know myself through ceremony, sitting in ceremony, and fasting and Sundance. I believe that we all have gifts, and that we all are. It takes some time to get to know who it is that we are, and we find that process through ceremony and sitting with the land and being with the land and with our communities and elders and that kind of thing. With my gifts, it's something that's constantly growing. Like, I acknowledge that I don't know everything that there is to know about myself currently, because there's a lot of things that still kind of that scare me with regards to that uncertainty, not knowing what it is that I want to do, how it is that I want to do it. But I know that slowly the things that I'm inherently, that are just coming to me, I find myself choosing, making a conscious choice to pursue those gifts, to pursue those things that are coming at me. Because otherwise I'll feel like I did when I was studying my science degree, which was, it really did feel like an uphill battle. Whereas when I'm pursuing my passion and my gifts and the things that I really enjoy, I'm not saying it's effortlessness, but it's something that really is conducive to why I'm here. It's conducive to the work that I'm doing in my community, the work that I'm doing as a helper in improving myself and in improving the world around me.